if I help you, I can't get into his parties.
Jesus. You know, we always blame the monster for everything, but it's actually the people around the monster that allowed him to become the monster. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm not gonna be able to go to his party. What? Truly, what the fuck? See, this is why I love 50 Cent. He did not let this shit fucking slide. He did not let this fucking shit slide. He did not let this fucking shit slide, and why would you? He has been on Diddy's ass for decades. Every opportunity to fuck with this motherfucker, he did it. Him and Eminem. Remember that kill shot at the end? Like, dog, it's well known. That's the crazy part. It's well known. And the people who stood up for it and said, hey, this motherfucker is a creep piece of shit, said it with their chest wide open. And the people who let him slide, let him fucking slide. Did he do it? Did. Let's go. 50 Cent. The number one hater in the fucking universe. The one fucking man that you do not want to fuck with. You don't want the beef. You just don't. It's not for industry. It's not for nothing, dog. He will fuck you up and he will not let up. Talk about Ja Rule. Like, biggest example. Ja Rule is the biggest fucking example. So this Diddy documentary is gonna be hilarious. I can't wait. Let's go.
I can't wait. And it's like, I want to fight for my life. I want to fight for, justice, not guilty. Like, I want to have a life to be able to live. It's really going to be hard for me to take more hits than I take it. God forbid, get in front of a jury and have a chance. And so I'm having this emergency call because something has to give.
We need the course to, you didn't do anything. You didn't do anything on any front. And you've come to New York to face things head on. If anyone's ever paying any attention to what you've actually been, you've handled this with complete honor.
Complete honor, dog. It's like Genghis Khan, Buddha, Jesus, Diddy. You know what I mean? Like, that's how honorable this whole situation with Diddy Combs have been. I mean, this is a man of stature. So what? He likes it slippery. Like, who are you to judge?
I don't think it's working. I've listened. I've been a superb client, as you said.
Superb.
I jumped on the plane. I'm coming to New York, but I'm just running around waiting for a shoe to drop.
We're losing sight of the big picture. It's the middle of September and there's still no one died.
Bro. Then you have to have a spokesman. You have to have some sort of comms to constantly be pushing that, Mark. Because you may just be a person that you just may watch CNN. You know what I'm saying? And there's 9 billion people in the world. And 7 billion of them is on Instagram and TikTok. And so you at the wrong place looking to see what the people with the possible jurors are thinking. Mm-hmm. We have to find somebody that'll work with us, whether they're from this country or from another country. It could be somebody that has dealt in the dirtiest business of media and propaganda.
The media portray me like I'm a gangster.
You're not.
At times I'm a cold individual. I'm just a shrewd businessman.
Get that, take that. Come on, Diddy. Nobody thought that. Nobody thought, damn, don't piss off Diddy. Shit.
Which is just not the case.
At all.
I'm a dreamer. I love closing my eyes and dreaming. I don't really deal with reality.
At all.
I think that you're a great guy, a great role model.
Diddy, P, Papa Diddy Pop. I'm sorry, I don't know what you're calling yourself these days.
American dream come true. Thank you, America. It's like we have a movie, and you're speaking this language, and you know what I'm saying, we need subtitles. We're not providing the audience with subtitles. Now I'm inviting you to this movie, and you in this thing, you don't know what's going on. You just see.
Allow me to add subtitles. Just give me a second. Oh shit, there's no subtitles. I tried, Diddy. I tried to do my part at least.
You just see the images, quickly.
Damn.
Now
he beat the dog out of her. Yeah, I mean, who hasn't been there? Dog, listen. Whoever's Diddy's lawyer, they're fucking phenomenal. And also, it proves one thing and one thing for all. If you're rich enough, the law does not fucking matter. At this point, it doesn't fucking matter.
It has a whole life of its own.
The Department of Homeland Security conducting a raid at a house connected
Breaking
to
news, another woman is accusing Sean Diddy Combs of sexual
trafficking,
assault.
forced labor, kidnapping.
The fourth lawsuit
the
in the last
fifth
few weeks.
lawsuit. Seven.
Like, seriously, what the fuck? What kind of lawyers do you have? These Epstein fucking Diddy motherfuckers, like, they genuinely treat the law like it doesn't exist. Zero fallback. Other than, hey, he's a bad guy. So what, dog? Lock him the fuck up. What are we talking about? At this point? How many victims do they need to exist to the point where you're just like, you know what? I think we let like 500 slide, but that 501, I don't know, it kind of rubbed me off the wrong way. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Some bullshit.
There are now more than a dozen civil
Conduct that
cases.
does indeed span 2 decades.
Like the FBI tried this
arms,
motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying? Straight to the head.
Nothing.
And I'm tired of going back and forth with y'all, with the lawyers.
That's just not true.
Okay, so no. Let me tell you something. Let me say this.
Let me tell you something.
I'm not a referee. So I'm gonna get off the phone right now. Listen to me. I'm gonna get off the phone right now, and I am gonna let you professionals look at the situation and come back to me with a solution. No matter what, no matter what nobody said. Let's just here and there, y'all are not working together.
He
the right way.
is
We're losing.
stressed. Stressed like a motherfucker. Damn. The entire world knows what the fuck you did. That's crazy. That's crazy. The entire fucking world. Not just a segment, not just a small part, like so many fucking videos. This is number one. Like, wait, in 2025, damn, 50 months. That's it? 50 months. How many is that?
Yeah, just get little cutaways of them.
After all of that shit, it's only 4 years with time served. So the 2 years that he spent in prison, that was counted as the time served. What? That's it? Damn. Damn.
Like looking from the, you know what I'm saying? That's what you.
Okay.
All of us got to go to the maker, and we will be held accountable for the things we did and we didn't do. Sean Combs is an asshole. He is the motherfucker you're not gonna like and you're not gonna get the fuck along with if he doesn't get his way.
Don't ever disrespect nobody's down with me, motherfucker.
He quickly became our hero.
Whatever I want, I'm going to get. Whatever I want, I have to get.
If y'all had a fucking chance to meet this guy,
Yes.
you would be like, this nigga's energy is everything. I gotta get up and go. I gotta get up and do it.
What's next? What's next? I gotta get it. I'm not gonna stay fucking down.
He was presenting this freedom that black people hadn't had. Like, we hadn't experienced a black man being able to say, I don't want that.
I don't want no problems with you. Come on. Hey, yo, dog, what are you talking about? You telling me like I'm on some bullshit? I ain't on no bullshit with you.
So when I first met him, he quickly became the guy I wanted to be like.
When you're a leader in that
Listen, all jokes aside, like, if you remember the early 2000s, Diddy had a reality show. Diddy had like a TV show. Diddy was involved in so many fucking things. Like, I get why she means like he was like a hero to her. Like, I get it. He was a big part of the industry. But even back then, a lot of people talked about him. You know what I mean? You remember that song with Eminem? He said like, no, sorry, not Eminem. It was Immortal Technique and Dance with the Devil. He said like, even Puffy shot a motherfucker in the club. Like, even back then, Puffy had like cases that were like, hey dog, what the fuck? Could you explain this? It's crazy. A lot of people just silent throughout the entire fucking time.
way, it's admirable until you get to the point where you want to control everyone around you. He got to that point.
What y'all wanna do? Wanna be ballers, shot callers, brawlers?
It's like Scarface, the movie. I want the world and everything that's in it. But you got everything.
Hey, yo, New York, we fucking did it. Harlem.
They gave him the key of the city.
We did it, Mount Vernon, we did it.
There was a mantra that Sean had. Nobody's gonna be bigger than me.
Sean is the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. We'll never see a Sean in my lifetime.
He looks so much like Kai Cenat. He is so fucking close to Kai Cenat at that age. Look at this. Don't tell me that's not Kai Cenat. Wait.
Nobody's gonna be bigger than me.
That's not Kai? Kai, is that you? Come on, dog.
1% of the 1% of the 1%.
You look
We'll
so
never see a Sean
similar.
in my lifetime again. Ever.
Do a DNA test, bro.
It was like the more money he got, the more power he got, the more power he got, the more money he got. And he always felt like money can get him out of everything.
It does.
I do feel it's a life's love. Willows were stern and justice.
Isn't that crazy? You could be just walking down the street and just Diddy passes you in a bike. That's a horror movie. Run, it's Diddy! It has a bike!
And people were behaving like they ought to good.
Like Uptown Records.
Grab a hold of yourself and check this tempo. Remember these rhymes. Heavy D said so. The overweight.
Heavy D was.
Back then, that was the peakage. I mean, like, this is the thing for me with, like, I'm kind of like the middle child when it comes to hip hop. Like, I didn't grow up with it, like, early 90s. I'm kind of like early 2000s. So when people say, like, old hip hop is the best, I think back to this. For me, it's like the best kind of hip hop is the late 2000s, and the best kind of hip hop, I think, late 90s, early 2000s. That's, for me, the peakage when it comes to hip hop.
He's the biggest rapper signed to Uptown.
Excuse me. We got Heavy D in the house with us today. Thanks for coming down.
You can be with the hardest cats in the hood. You can rock Heavy D. You're with your grandmother in the car. You ain't gotta reach for the radio and turn it off. We call him the official mayor of Money Earning Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is in Westchester County, the first city outside of the Bronx. Heavy D put that area on the map.
Heavy D and the boy.
And his influence reached all the young people in the neighborhood, including the young Sean Combs.
Holy shit, looks... Damn. This shot is crazy. Damn. In the darkness, I creep.
Was at Mount St. Michael High School, a Catholic private school. He would knock on Heavy D's door every day to see if Heavy would take him to meet Andre Harrell.
he was one of them fly light-skinned niggas. And girls loved him.
The Drake of his time. Yeah.
Al was dating Kim Porter. Kim is at the receptionist desk at Uptown. You get out the elevator, first person you see is Kim. And it was a beautiful sight. Everybody said that, you know what I mean? But when Sean saw Kim, it was different. And now Sean's always at the receptionist desk begging Kim for something. I bet y'all could get Kim. And he was like, nah, no way. Your weight ain't even up enough yet.
You know when those people say like, there was no signs. This was a sign, bro. When he can't take no for an answer, I feel like that's a sign.
But when Sean wants something, he's gonna get it. It might be a couple of years from now, but sooner or later, he's gonna get it.
There was no signs.
Andre Rell, Heavy D, Al B. Shore, they had all the money and all the power, and I was like, I don't know what they did, but that's what I want to do.
I got to Uptown a few months after Sean did, and I saw him being built into cool. We had to go through the Uptown Flavor Camp.
I learned a lot quickly. Being in front of Willie Burgers on 145th and A4, being at the rooftop. The fashion, the walk, the talk, the attitude, the drive, the determination. I was ready to do whatever it took to win.
Young Sean Combs during that time, he was so tenacious. You would ask him to turn Wednesday into Tuesday, he would set about doing it.
First task we had given him was just go get a tape 10 blocks away. He came back in 2 minutes or something crazy. And I remember I was on the phone, I looked up when he came back, I was like, how'd you get there so fast? And he said, I ran there and back, right then and there. I said, oh, okay. I should have known then that that was never going to stop, to run there and run back.
He ingratiated himself to Andre and made himself very valuable, something that you don't want to do without. Like, who's going to get my clothes? Who's going to armor all my tire? This is so convenient. Then they lived together.
I bought the first $1 million house. Funny, that weekend, just before I moved in, he had a mysterious fight with his mother, and he said, I can't go home. I got to stay here with you. Puff moved in before I did.
Damn.
Andre is taking him under like a son. Andre is the very...
He's like a parasite, you know? He attaches himself to successful people.
Of Sean's house. I was my mom and dad's only child. So now Sean has somebody to brother up with. We experienced a lot of firsts together. I taught him how to ride a bike. It was the best thing in my life to let go of the bike and him start riding. Fit so well. Sean was another misfit, just like me. But the difference in my household, my dad taught me right from wrong. No, Sean didn't have.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce my mother, Janice Combs.
What were the primary jobs that you did to support your family?
I did so many jobs at one time. I worked at the United Cerebral Palsy. I worked at the Board of Ed in Westchester County. I drive the school bus. I worked in a baby's boutique shop. And he never knew this. I worked in an after-hour spot, too. I have to come clean. I needed to come clean.
Okay, now. Okay.
I made more money because the men thought I was very glamorous, and I used to pour liquor, and they'd give me big tips.
In Sean's house, there was Janice, and there was Sean.
My father's name is Melvin Combs. I didn't get a chance to get to know him. I was too young. My father got his brains blown out like on Central Park West. I did the research. They said my mother had brought me to the funeral on a full-length chinchilla. It was like a sigh of relief, you know what I'm saying? Because I finally knew that what I was feeling was true, you know what I'm saying? That I was the son of a hustler or a gangster.
Melvin's presence was there. His money was there, and I understood that Melvin made a lot of things possible. But Sean's mom was his everything.
If you look at some of the early pictures that Janice has of Sean, she was always making him into something.
In Sean's household, you'd start to see all the stuff that you saw in the movies. Janice knew how to throw a party. And the parties were packed. You got ladies that look like they're straight out of a Jet magazine. Some brothers up there, you know, if you want to call them pimps, you can. If you want to call them hustlers, you can. You got a member of the New York Knicks, or two. There was a stage in her living room, literally a stage. And that's where we used to have to go and dance. And everybody's calling you baby, and everybody's saying, do that dance. And all of this stuff he's taken in. So from the movie screen to the home screen, these are the makings of Sean Combs.
Valid. I mean, if you grew up like that.
Sean was goofy. Kids would pick on him a lot around the block, and he didn't know how to defend himself.
And just because he had like a weird childhood, that excuses absolutely everything that he did. Of course, you know, that's the rule. If you have a shitty childhood, whatever you do as a grown-up, you're not responsible. Knowledge, fucking knowledge. It's not what you heard. It's what you're hearing, bro. It's what you're hearing.
Sean was a prince, and Janice, she didn't want no princess. She held back nothing.
You've said I would be 12 years old, and sometimes I'd be out until 3, 4 in the morning.
James, we don't have to get into that right now.
Ma'am?
Got a lot of beatings, too.
His beatings made me scared, right? I got beatings now. But when he got his beatings, it wasn't a joking thing. Now, damn, I hate thinking about that, man.
That bad?
My mother was, I guess, raising me for the real world. She was always telling me if somebody hit me, make sure I hit them back harder. Make sure they never hit me again. Make sure I fucked them up.
You know how you hear your mom's voice in your ear? Boy, you better, boy. Sean started fighting. He started stepping up. But Sean don't fight like this. Sean's gonna bite you. He's gonna eat your ear off. He's gonna cut your neck open with his mouth. He's not losing.
Crazy mentality.
I know people are shaped by pain as well as by love. And if it was more pain than love, watch out.
Valid.
It's going to be pain that you're going to give others because you're responding to that pain that you just can't seem to cut out of you.
The time I was working on
Shit is getting split. Dude, this is a great documentary.
On the side, which was all good.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
Daddy's house.
He was savvy enough to promote parties. They were the most successful parties at that time, but they were all about promoting himself.
One of the brothers that put the party together, my man, Puff's daddy.
Really, it was no problem because all my black brothers and sisters came together. Like my man Dougie Fresh, all the beautiful women out here. We came together just to have a good time.
I went to a party for a good friend. It was getting very late. Puffy is like, oh, you know, I'm having an after party at Andre Harrell's house. Andre Harrell wasn't there, he was out of town. People were tracking mud through the house, and I remember at the end of the night, I was helping clean up the mud. Puffy is like very polite, you know, and thanking me for helping him. And he asked me, oh, wow, I just got this call, you know, this girl backed out of this music video, you know, can you do it? And I was like, I don't do music videos. But this party was in New Jersey, and I needed a ride back to Manhattan, so I went along. And I never forget, I had the same clothes on that I had from the night before. The music video was called Straight from the Soul by Finesse and Sinquist. The whole premise was for me to jump out the car and go with these girls and get away from the pimp guy.
Nice clothes in a car doesn't make you a star. You can't talk positive and do the opposite, cause then you're labeled as a fool, a hypocrite. You can't be righteous, throw a party to flip. Sniffing, snorting, drinking, driving, have your sister strip. You know what that looks like to your people? A big disgrace. Dying sisters don't wanna look you in your face. Wanting to be a pimp, brother, your heart ain't that cold. And this is straight from the soul.
Was there ever a time that Sean Combs sexually assaulted?
Yes, someone called me up and told me that, he said, you know, he has, you know, video. And I was like, what? And that's when he described it and explained it.
100 civil cases. 100, dog. I want you to understand that number. 100 civil cases is crazy. That's crazy. Damn.
I just want to say this. This thing was incredibly devastating to my family.
Damn.
My mother, she's a social worker. We don't have money. The thing
honey,
that we had was our pride.
Fuck. See, this is what I mean.
We carried ourselves well. We were pretty. We were intelligent. This is the basis of what I had. Self-respect. My mother wrote a letter to Combs' parents. I just found this recent. Can I read it? Dear Mr. and Mrs. Combs, I'm writing you to inform you of something that your son did to my daughter. One weekend while visiting my daughter, I awoke to her screaming in the middle of the night. She told me that she was dreaming about Puffy. I asked her why she was screaming and who is this Puffy person that he would cause her to have nightmares. I was shocked and mortified to hear her story. She told me that several people have come to her to inform her that your son has made an obscene videotape of her. Without her knowledge, he videotaped him doing something sexual to her. Apparently, your son shows these tapes at party on large screen television. I realize that this may be hard for you to believe, but if I hadn't heard this story from my daughter's own mouth and looked into her eyes, I would have scarcely believed that any individual would compromise another person's dignity in this manner.
Shit, bro, fucking shit. And he's free. That's the fucked up part. You know what I mean? It's genuinely, as much as you have money, you will have a bunch of motherfuckers who will be like, technically, there is no evidence. Like, you would have a bunch of these cocksuckers that would just doing their job. I'm just doing my job. I'm helping this innocent guy get off scot-free. Like, I feel like they get off on that shit. Honest to God, I feel like they get off on that shit. Fuck, bro.
I approached a lot of people for help. I got things like,
over 30
what do you
years.
Want me to do about it? To, if I help you, I can't get into his parties.
Jesus. You know, we always blame the monster for everything, but it's actually the people around the monster that allowed him to become the monster. You know what I mean? Because what the fuck do you mean? Like, I'm not gonna be able to go to his party. What? Truly, what the fuck? See, this is why I love 50 Cent. He did not let this shit fucking slide. He did not let this fucking shit slide. He did not let this fucking shit slide, and why would you? He has been on Diddy's ass for decades. Every opportunity to fuck with this motherfucker, he did it. Him and Eminem. Remember that kill shot at the end? Like, dog, it's well known. That's the crazy part. It's well known. And the people who stood up for it and said, hey, this motherfucker is a creep piece of shit, said it with their chest wide open. And the people who let him slide, let him fucking slide. And now everybody's like, oh, we didn't know. No, everybody knew. Everybody fucking knew. You were just too much of a pussy to do a goddamn fucking thing about it. You pussy. Fuck.
Why would you want to do that? Drug and rape the girl, tape it, and then put it up on the screen. Here's my theory.
He's a piece of shit.
Alpo Martinez, drug lord, famous Harlem street tough guy, hung out at the rooftop.
Alpo had a lot of girls, and he would tape girls that he was having sex with. And then on a Saturday night, he might bring his camera and put it on the wall.
And everyone knows that's so-and-so's girl. What Sean saw was, I want to be looked upon in that way, as someone that has that type of stature.
Stature is crazy.
All his life, he's been trying to honor a man he believed it was a famous Harlem gangster, and that gave his father a mythic presence. People like Alpo, he looked at those guys with a certain amount of jealousy or envy, a certain amount of respect, and there's a certain amount of desire. That thing was in him from there.
Did you
That
ever
explains a lot.
confront Sean about it?
I did. I avoided him for a very long time. I ran into him one day. He came to me. He got on his knee and swore he did not do this thing to me and denied it. And that is the very last time I talked to him.
Fucking did it. Let's go. The key to the city. Yeah.
When I think back in terms of his rise, it is the most helpless feeling. I was always nauseous when I saw his image. The one image in Times Square where he's holding his fist up. When I saw it, I vomited right there on the street.
Oh. It's a bunch of silly shit. Just silly bullshit, noise. It's all no sense. But it's like the legal system is doing it now. Because like legally, we got it. It's like now I gotta spend money to go and get rid of this bullshit. Well, yeah, they ain't got nothing left.
I mean,
nothing left going on.
Come on, guys. What are we doing? An innocent man is spending his money. What do we, like, have we gone to that point in society? An innocent man like Diddy, like Puff Daddy, has to suffer the indignity of proving himself innocent just because he was caught videotapes, cocaine, and pallets of baby oil. Things that any regular human being would have at their home at all times. Like, I'm gonna be human enough to say that I do own a baby bottle of baby oil. You know what I mean? Like, I too have. It's a sad day indeed. It's a sad day. So many great men fall to this kind of hatred and devastation. Shame. Shame on us.
They ain't breaking me, though.
How are you, boss?
They're not.
If you don't mind, one picture, please? I'm not good with the camera, so I'm gonna try.
What a nice guy.
There were lines and lines around campus to get in. There's no more room, but everyone still wants to come.
There was this thing in hip-hop called bum rushing the door. People don't have a ticket when they hear something sold out. They say, fuck it, we gotta still get in, we gonna bum rush the door. When they got to the bottom of the stairs, the doors didn't go out that way, they only came in. So people were stuck. They were just crushing people down at the bottom of the stairs.
Damn.
We on the court?
This is why health and safety regulations are important. You know, follow OSHA, goddammit. Follow OSHA. Just because you don't like it or it's not convenient doesn't mean there isn't a purpose for it. You know what I mean? Shit, now you got my man Diddy just looking bad out here. Damn shame.
Coming up to play,
Damn
and then
shame,
Dougie
bro.
Fresh grabbed the mic and said there's people that are dead.
Damn. Yo, listen, we're halfway through, right? So this is an hour. I didn't expect it to be an hour. So there's 3 more of these. So if you like this, give me a like. Tell me that, hey, I want to watch more. Because otherwise, I don't know. So hit a like. If you don't want to see it, hit a dislike. I don't care. Just tell me.
We got a lot of people here dead in the gymnasium, please. They're dead.
The death toll from last week's stampede at a New York charity basketball game has risen to 9.
Let's get trampled. All for money. $12, man.
What do you mean $12?
Cost $12 for a ticket.
One of the unanswered questions remains who's to blame for the stampede that killed 9 people.
throughout the newspaper headlines.
All the tinfoil hat guys out there are gonna be like, that was the human sacrifice. It was a ritualistic thing. The Illuminati, the Black Illuminati. I remember that shit during the trial. A lot of them talked about like the Black Illuminati. He's a part of it. He's a big part of it. The Black Illuminati. And I'm like, cool. Interesting. Even if that's a thing, like the Black Illuminati, why can't it be just the Illuminati? Even in Illuminati, their segregation is crazy. That's crazy.
Throughout the
even in a secret society, there's still segregation.
Responsible.
That's how he got super famous. Was that game and those deaths. That's the beginning of Puff Daddy.
That's really how I started to become famous. It's through a tragedy.
Yeah.
He was holed up in a hotel on the east side. Him and his mother. He didn't know.
I mean, I can't unprove that it's not part of a ritualistic thing. Technically, I can't. Could it be? Could there be a Black Illuminati? And what about the Mexican? I think that's one is much more secretive because I've never heard of it. How about the Colombian? Do the Russians have the Russian Illuminati? How about the Chinese Illuminati? That's crazy. Secret society and you gotta learn Chinese? That's crazy.
What was going to happen? And I saw Janice question Sean. He's going into this music business thing. He just left school and now this extreme tragedy has occurred. She's like, did he make the right decision? And I saw him put his hands on her, call her a bitch, and slapped her. He's not looking back.
Responsibility in the tragic chain of events that claim 9 lives.
The brass that afforded Uptown its distribution money wanted Sean out. I saw Andre fight and fight to keep Sean in, and he did.
Andre Harrell, Puff Daddy, he's passed it on to, I guess, his son. Protege.
Yes.
Puffy.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about this man and why you like working with him.
Because, he's not intimidated by youth, you know what I'm saying? He knows the importance of leaving a legacy behind. We need more adults out there that's going to
leave the legacy behind. You see, now the entity, after it sucks all it can from the host, now it detaches itself and establishes itself as the new dominant thing. Real parasite shit.
Teach the young, such as myself.
I took Andre Harrell.
Words matter, bro.
And I said, can I get a chance?
And the choice of those
maybe
words
do
matter.
A&R. The A&R is artist and repertoire. That's the guy that works with the record company that puts the records together and works with the artist. I said, give me a chance. You're making music for young people. I'm young, and who better to make the music than me?
We had a group back in the day. They drove up to New York unannounced to meet Andre Harrell.
When we make love,
Jodeci.
it's like a dream.
They sing for Andre. Andre loves it. Immediately that becomes Puff's first responsibility. Nigga, go make Jodeci. Jodeci's record started climbing the charts.
This is a
Sean
good
turned that
history in
into a
hip hop.
blueprint with his special brand of A&R, and then the next artist to benefit from that was Mary J. Blige.
Hey, Mary, it's Puff. Pick up the phone, nigga. Hey, Mary, it's Puff.
Mary's What's the 411 was out the box.
Then tomorrow you gotta do this video shoot.
The hat pulled down, the mysteriousness. It had a little bit of a darkness and moodiness to it as well. All that was groundbreaking. He launched a female artist in a male-dominated hip-hop era who became an instant success, and that created hip-hop soul. Mary became the owner of that sound.
He was at my crossover video shoot, and he asked me to do the Mary J. Blige intro for the 411 album.
Yo, Mary Blige, this is Eric Sermon, MC Graham Royal.
I did that for him, and then all of a sudden we became friends. I thought it was a genuine friendship until I see that this game is being played. You got an agenda. Misa, he was trying to court her after we broke up.
Sean wants her because Eric was that dude.
And Sean has a way about when he gets you, he got you. He got you. And now you become property.
Damn.
Me and Misa was just friends, but he wanted to make sure that there was no calling and me being friends with that girl.
Sean's jealousy, it got to the point where he would put his hands on her. Right outside of Uptown Records. They're fighting in the street, and he's beating her into the car well. She's on the ground. And people are pulling him off of her and separating her. A year or two later, they're still together, and Justin is born. When he invited me to be the godfather of his first son, I was able to push that in the back of my mind and say that was a really bad moment, but he was weak, and it was a bad moment.
Bad moments.
Does that make me part of a Sean Combs cult? Maybe
Kinda.
so.
Yeah.
I may have been the first disciple, believer, and then overall protector against all odds.
He tells me just like this.
I'm always kind of like weirded out with when they have these documentaries and shit. Like, where do you get these footage? It feels pre-planned to some degree. Wouldn't that be crazy? Like if they like decided one day, like, hey, Diddy, today you're gonna be the villain and we're gonna crash your career, but don't worry, you're not gonna face any jail time or anything because you're untouchable basically. But you're gonna have bad press for like 2 years or whatever. And at that point, you're just 50-something, untouchable. Like, I want to have this, like, tight moral of, oh, society has done good, finally. Most of the time, the bad guys just survive. You know what I mean? And they don't get punished that well. It's crazy. Fucked up.
He says, dog, I just fired Puff. I said, word? It was a sad day. Andre was like a surrogate dad for Sean. Sean was really sick when Andre fired. I'm talking about sick. Couldn't believe it. And then Sean called me, and he said, yo, I'm about to do my thing, dog.
Biggie.
Puff was like, yo, I'm looking for some hardcore artists. He's ain't tired of doing the Mary shit, Jodeci shit. He want to do some hard shit, some street shit.
Straight out of Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. From the gang called niggas with attitudes. So I guess I got to handle mine since I...
This is my era.
Had the hits that we wanted. Sean signed Biggie in 1992. People didn't know. We had to produce Biggie's album for Uptown. He was an Uptown artist.
So it's the Notorious Big then? Yeah. B.I.G. Business instead of game, right? Tell him I told you.
But when Andre fired Puff, he fired him with a caveat. I'm letting you go, but I'm gonna let you take Biggie with you.
Andre decided to sell us the Biggie album. But now, we had to find a way to pay for it. We were living on borrowed time and went about setting up the meetings. We met with Epic, Sony, Columbia, and we met with Clive Davis at Arista.
Everybody knows him on a first-name basis. Clive runs a $100 million record company called Arista. He has discovered Whitney Houston, Carly Simon, Aretha Franklin, and a long list of other pop stars who thrive in the world, according to Clive.
I bet you he's another fucking piece of shit. I bet you. He has that look. Trust people when judge on appearance. I'm telling you right now, judge on appearance. Whatever you think about me, damn, what the fuck? I didn't do anything to you. But seriously, like, yeah. He gives off that energy.
We went to Clive and we played a few tracks from Big's album. And I remember one of the first ones that we played was Gimme the Loot.
Yes, love your fucking attitude. Because the nigga play pussy, that's the nigga.
And Clive's eyes went like this.
I'm slamming niggas like Shaquille. Shit is real.
And I said, well, you got the goods. And I bought into his vision.
Give me the loot, give me the loot. Give me the loot, give me the loot. Give me the loot, give me the loot.
I named it a bad boy because I wanted to go against the grain. I didn't want to just make records. I didn't want to just make money. I wanted to make history.
I was at Bad Boy starting from the day that we put the LLC together, and Sean gave me 25% in stock, and his mother Janice had 75%. He did not put the company in his name to protect him from paying families at CCNY. And I saw from that moment on, Sean had shifted in his personality. I didn't see any more of the Mount St. Michael teen Sean. He had become more like the person I see today.
He was always there.
A deal for approximately $10 million.
He just needed the right time.
1.5 went as an advance into Sean's pocket. Another 1.5 is supposed to be our overhead. Sean said, that's yours. You can do whatever you want with it, but you better make sure my company's running. From day zero, I wrote everything down every day so I can keep track of everything I needed to do. I ran all the money, all the budgets for the company, as well as a lot for his personal life and all that came with it.
I don't like the way you treating me on me getting my second half. This shit is bullshit. Yo, bust your ass and...
I think that he had this thing with strongmen. And he had a thing with wanting to be one, but not positioned to be one streetwise, but positioned to be one industry-wise. And they call that a paper gangster.
Shit over. I'm not paying, nor am I involved in any of that shit.
And so as he's paper gangstering, he's also trying to street gangster too at the same time.
Savage! Oh, savage!
He's not from the street. His mother did the very best to give him the best.
What's next? Give me something else. What can't you do? I can do it.
But now he's been getting beefier and beefier with the power from the music. That's a good way to get your head filled up to think that you're just as gangster as they are now, without even having to pop your gun off yourself.
Now, after all this time, me and Misa is still cool. We was just friends, but one time, she just happened to be in my driver's seat of my truck. And all of a sudden, I heard somebody go, and it's him. He's steaming. He swings on me. So I'm laughing because I'm like, you swung on me? You putting yourself in jeopardy knowing you can't whoop none of us. So now I'm like, yo, let's go around the corner. Because I'm respectful enough. So he actually gets in the car and we drive around the corner. So I'm about to give him the business.
Sorry about that. Some technical difficulties. Continuing.
So I'm laughing because I'm like, you swung on me? You putting yourself in jeopardy knowing you can't whoop none of us. So now I'm like, yo, let's go around the corner. Because I'm respectful enough. So he actually gets in the car and we drive around the corner. So I'm about to give him the business. Shit could have got really ugly. And he just said, yo, sit down, I want you to hear something real quick. And that's when he played him the Biggie Smalls album.
Yeah, this album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing.
The Juicy single dropped summer of '94.
It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine.
But Biggie's trajectory was not zero straight to the top. Biggie had a slow start, very nervous at first. At the time, that West Coast thing is happening. So we began to look at what they were doing, and Tupac was like a shining star. There's a song called I Get Around by Tupac. That song, if you're like in a science lab and you're looking at something with a microscope and you're trying to figure out what it is and what it's made of, that's what we did with that song, I Get Around. Sean was just mesmerized by that particular song, the structure of it, the video and the visuals. It showed the culture. It's like, let me dissect this, let me understand it, let me do it my way.
Yo, and look what Diddy do. Look at Diddy, bunch of guys. Tupac, bunch of girls. Diddy, bunch of guys. I mean, the evidence were there from the beginning. Like, we just didn't want to see it. I remember this video. There was a lot of fucking sus shit that Diddy did. Just watch Diddy. Just watch.
And the next single was Big Papa, and that dropped, and it took us over the edge with Biggie.
I like this. Yeah.
He was out of here from that moment on.
I love it when you call me Big Papa. Throw your hands in the air if you're a true player.
We had Ready to Die before it came out. Big had sent Tupac a demo, and we played that tape to death, man. We played that tape till it was destroyed. And then Pac got the phone call that Big was having an album release party. He said to us, man, we all going to that. He was very excited for him.
The Notorious Big album release party, it was so fat in here, everybody here.
I never seen someone more excited for someone else's success as Pac was for Big's success.
You ready, nigga? Yeah. Ready for that raw dog shit, nigga? I'm on underground, man. Okay, all right. Let me see how I'm gonna hit you with it.
He thought Big was dope. He wasn't doper than him as far as he was concerned.
Apocalypse don't sleep. I keep a motherfucking Glock in my car.
But he was the next thing smoking.
I'm a high guy. From Bed-Stuy putting the swelling on your eye. Your nose even. When I choke you stop breathing. When police come, I'm leaving. Peace and love. Here we go.
Yo, Biggie reminds me so much of
Pac
Eminem.
would take Big with him on tours and let him open up for him. Pac was developing Thug Life, this ideology of taking back our communities. Big was with that. He felt it. He resonated with it. So they had a connection.
Sean was insanely jealous
Damn.
of Biggie and Pac's friendship.
Yeah.
You know, when I was around Big, I felt like he really loved me. Like, I felt like if I left the room, he wasn't gonna say nothing bad, or somebody said something bad about me, he would defend that. He was probably one of the only people I had really trusted, like, for a long time.
We going to a little right-hand room right now.
AC on again?
There's a yearning for him to have that complete, total control. You're my artist, you're my best friend.
You're writing this song for like 30 motherfucking days.
Puff is, to me, very threatened by Pac.
Everybody
When I reflect on how this all...
It wasn't like a secret, like in the industry. Like, let's be clear. When Tupac got shot, a lot of people like kind of knew that Diddy had something to do with it. Allegedly. You know what I mean? Allegedly. Just, you know what I mean? Shit.
It's a trail. City College. Innocent lives got taken. Then it became the ability to get away with anything. And then you circle in the fact that he has legit money. Then you have the antagonist, Tupac Shakur.
Look at Drake.
All those ingredients created the chain of events that started in New York and ended in Vegas.
Do you know who was responsible for the killing of Tupac Shakur?
No, I don't.
He does.
I think that Sean now, in my mature mind, had a lot to do with the death of Tupac.
Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent. Dog, love to 50 Cent. The best fucking human being ever. The best fucking troll ever. Dog, this, like, I thought this documentary is going to be just haha, jokes, just poking fun. But damn, this is a well-made documentary. This is a very well-made documentary. Damn. Shit. Genuinely just shit. Like, a lot of shit that I didn't really know about Biggie, Tupac, and a lot of shit that I didn't know about Diddy and how he kind of came up in the industry. This is a good documentary. People are sleeping on 50 Cent. When it comes to like this TV show / movies, now documentaries, he's doing his fucking thing like to an elite fucking status. Anyhow, this was awesome. I don't know if I should do a reaction. What do you think? Should I continue it? Like if you want, dislike if you don't want. And yeah, thanks.